Here's the end of my Kayo gas tank repair. This cap has always leaked on the bike. Problem is the 3 bolts here, could never get them tight enough to seal everything together. So what I did was take the bolts out and then take a drill with the bolts out, drill all the way into the tank. So I went clear through all of the plastic because whatever these thread into the tank just were stripped. You could turn it forever, it would never tighten. What I did then was on the inside of the tank, I put nuts on the back side so the nut would tighten against the inside of the tank and allow us to get some torque here. With the gas cap off, I've already put it on, it's too late. There's a large opening in the tank about the size of this hole. So I took a little cup like this and I held it on the end of my finger on the inside of the tank under the hole while I drilled it to catch any plastic or anything else that fell out. And then once I had a hole all the way through the tank, I then had to go back and put my bolts back in and tighten the nut. Well, how do you tighten a nut on the inside of the tank? Well, what I had to do here is take a wrench, heat it up, red hot, and then pound it over in a vise. The reason I did that is because now I can get it inside the tank and I can get that on the back side of the nut. Now I can tighten my bolt. So I have good torque on everything. This tool is only useful for one thing, and that is a Kayo gas tank now. Okay, here's part 2 of my explanation about the wrench, what I was getting at before but couldn't really show. I have to use the wrench to get into the gas tank to tighten the nut on the back side. Imagine that's the back side. The idea was I left the bolts extra long, not this long, but extra long sitting out. I didn't cut them flush with the nut. What's the point? It's inside the tank, nobody sees it. But the idea is when I get the wrench inside the cap, I can feel when I have it around the bolt because you can feel it in the wrench. Then I slide it up against the top of the tank, and that way I can get on the nut. So